Hey, hello, folks. I I got an energy in and a story all at the same time. It's about a man with many choices, and this person that had many choices, he fumbled his own heart. That's what I got. But I do have the tale of the king that had to choose a wife. So, yeah, I got a really interesting energy in. The tale of the king that had to choose a wife. All right. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to move this, y'all. But, yeah, this king had to choose a wife. And there's a story behind the parable, okay? It is, and take the story as whatever you think it is, it is. If that makes any sense. Alright? Because the only way for me to describe and unlock the energy is to tell you through stories. So we're going to go ahead and just do this through a story, guys. Alright, there once was a king, an ancient king of ancient times. And he had, obviously, kings have ancient bloodlines, okay? Obviously. But this king was a king of different sorts. This king he didn't hold God at his court. He did not. This king thought he was above God and all above. And he wanted a queen that fit all of his list of all the above. And he felt like he owned people, in fact. And which wasn't true. Alright, and then we have overthrown. Eventually, this king would be overthrown. And this king had corporate profits, was taking extra taxes from people. Extra taxes was this king taking. And then we have growing food. He had people growing food and would take the food that they had. This was what this king did. But yeah, the king needed a son. It's always a boy. It's always about a boy, isn't it? Not like the women can't get it done, right? But anyways, the boy, he wanted a boy. He had to have a boy to succeed his evil treachery. So anyways, as time went on, he decided he was going to go and check through all the princesses of the different lands. And he did. And he wasn't supposed to sleep with these princesses because a princess is supposed to come to their husband is a virgin. You either pick them and virginize them, or that's it. You're done. So, anyways, this king would sleep with all of them. So the fathers got mad because they were beautiful princesses, and they would go to the court to see if he wanted to wed them, and he would take their virginity and send them off to another. Just keep sending off these virgins. They were not a virgin back to their father. So there was a whole controversy involved, y'all. Whole controversy. It caused a lot of politics within the land because this was not meant to be. I mean, we're talking powerful rulers that had a whole princess and then they were impregnated and everything else. So he did have sons. And then there was clarity through stillness with the land of the people. They all had clarity of this, and they thought it was wrong because he had all these other sons, but he wanted this one special son, and nobody would even take care of these children, and he would grill these people. And when I said grill them, they would yell at him if they mentioned anything like, why did Princess Arabella is pregnant? Oh, well, not mine. And he would always not take accountability for the children that was set forth of royal blood. And parallel parking pro. He would just go in between situations and get out of them. And nobody could touch him because the kingdom was pretty powerful and secure. But you're only as strong as your weakest link. And there was a lot of weak links because there was before all this was done, it went on for years, guys. Years. He would just take princess after princess. Until finally, it just came down to the one princess. And she wouldn't go and she wouldn't sleep with this man. No, but her dad said, you have to go. He's gonna kill your brothers and yada, yada, yada. So she said, fine. So anyways, the girl goes and she has to go because her family will be killed. And she already knew this man was going to sleep with her. So she had a plan. She wanted to defend herself. She was not going to sleep with this king. And that was it. So she went over to the forest. And I'm sorry about the background noise. My grandson. Can you try to be quiet over there? Anyways, she went to the forest. And as she went to the forest, she asked the witch. She goes, he's going to sleep with me and impregnate me and say that the child's not his. What do I do? What do I do? Please tell me, what do I do? So, and she said, he's going to kill my family. So, the witch took mercy on her because she's of royal blood. And besides royal blood, she's of gypsy blood. Because her mom, even though she was crowned Catholic and everything in these days, she literally also had pagan blood in her. So she said, child, no harm shall fall on you. And she gave her a pendant. And she said, you will bear a son. And after you bear his son, the gods will pass judgment. And you will be free. And your family will be taken care of. So, okay, what do I do? So, they did an ancient ceremony in the forest. And she called on to God. Because you can call on to God through lots of different ways, guys. You can. It doesn't have to be just in a church. You could do it in nature or anything else. So they gathered up some leaves, some berries. They gave an offering. They gave her an offering to the fertility lady of nature. And she asked her to watch over her and make sure that peace came from the visit. So they did. And there was population control at this hour. People that went against this king would come up missing, just like her family was coming up missing. And the flow of life was not going. Nowhere. The flow of life. The flow of life just wasn't there. Stop. Alright, and the flow of life just wasn't there anymore. But there was an empowered decisions that was being made because she had to protect her family. That she did need to do. So she went to the visit, and while they were in the forest doing this, after that, she was given a sun pendant of gold and silver to honor both ancient gods. That was infused with druid magic. She said, on the night you bear the sun, the harvest moon will pass judgment on the one. So she's okay. So anyways, she went ahead and she went for the visit. And as she went for the visit, she already knew. She already knew the tea. She already knew the tea because she was a high druid princess. She believed in God, but she also had abilities. So, anyways, they went ahead and she ate, she drank, she played along with the role. She literally played along with the role, guys. And as she played along with the role of, you know, being the maiden that was helpless, he came to her and professed her love, and she went ahead and said, okay, can you please put that cup upright? Anyways, she went ahead and she did sleep with him. And we got inbox 0 hero. After that, there was no response. Not at all. None at all. When she got back home. And then she prayed for peace. That's what she did. She prayed for peace. She prayed to God. She prayed to the angels. She prayed to everyone for peace. And then there was on the Zoom meeting, he ghosted her. Just like he did the rest. But the thing is there was a spell that was so ancient that went on at the time of the conception. The king literally couldn't perform anymore. He literally, when he would try to get his bed warmers, back then, folks, people that went in and just gave you sex were called bed warmers back in the day. He would call his bed warmers in, and they would get naked and all that good happy stuff, and it didn't work no more. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. It just stopped working. And she went back to her dad's, and she asked her dad. She said, since everybody's safe, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave. Because she already knew she could never get married again. She already knew. She wasn't a virgin. So her dad said, okay, I got a place I'm going to set you up at so people won't find you. She said, okay. And it just happens, it was like months where this king was blaming the other women because he couldn't perform in that sexual way, and it just got to the point where he realized he loved her, and that was the queen he wanted. So he started in search for her. And the thing, by the time she got there, the dad told the king she was disgraced and she was sent in service to the church. And it was her choice. She didn't have to be a full nun or a part of the order, but she was in service. She was in service with the church, and she chose it, and she wanted a private church, so that was it. So, and since she had a royal blood, would you stop? The the highest church in the court took her. I'm talking about like a pope status here. One of them, and they said that's okay. Well, she's with us now, and she was okay with that. She raised her child in the church, and his name was Arthur, and she knew he might not be king. Okay, these just kind of fell out. We got distraction tactics. Eventually, the king found out she was with the church. And he tried to distract her. Yes, he did. And what else is up right here? Okay, all these are down, so we'll go shuffle again. Anyways, he would try to distract her. He wanted the church to give up his wife.
Yellow, green.
Okay, it was yellow. My grandson's learning to talk, y'all. But anyways, yeah, he would try to, like, every day, and the church said, now you touch the ones that are in service of the Lord. The king got so mad, because he knew she had a son. He knew. God showed him he had a son, and he would never see his son, and he would never see pleasure from another woman. It was part of the curse. So, and God said, "Thou shall you touch what is mine." So, and this child was to be a prophet, an upcoming prophet of the church. So, God wanted this child right where it was at. And then we have inner peace. She got inner peace knowing that her child would one day fulfill a prophecy. So she stayed with the church in her service. She was like a pope's assistant type thing, a holy assistant. And it says, trust your gut. And this is in reverse. The king did not trust his gut. He should have left her alone. He did not. And then this did not go viral, this information. Back then there was no TV, so obviously. Anyways, there was a big fight eventually, and it was overturned where he kidnapped her. Literally. And he forced marriage upon her. Forced it. He brought her to the chapel, and he said that he would kill the child if she did not marry him. First, he threatened to be with her, to sleep with her, saying he was going to kill her family. And this time said, if you don't marry me, I'm killing your son. Knowing damn well it was his son, y'all. Knowing damn well it was his son. This is what he did. So she said, okay, and because she didn't want to see her son to die. So she said, okay. So she went ahead and prayed in the chapel and she said, God, please help me, bring me away. I can't see my son dying. Please protect my son. So the marriage day came. They got married. And the son was crowned the prince of the land. And it was about approximately 3 months later, he got in a hunting accident. And in a hunting accident, somehow an arrow stuck right between his legs. And that royal appendage of his was bleeding. He got brought back to the castle. And he was demanding everybody fix his his thing. They couldn't stop the bleeding. Couldn't stop the bleeding. Couldn't. So he literally died bleeding to death, being the arrow stuck in his privates, and because it hit a main artery. It just hit a main artery, and it was a freak accident. Nobody could be blamed, so her son was prince of the land, and she was free, and he was just dead. They had a nice burial. She was the crown queen, and her son was the crown king of the land, so she pretty much ruled everything. And her son was like young, God, about like 3 years old, but technically they crowned him king. So she ruled the land with her son until he was at the rightful age of 18. And then after that, and everything she did was for her son's better good. Chong, stop it. Was for her son's better good. And he grieved his mom's passing. She was known as one of the most charismatic rulers. Chong, enough. My dog Chong is trying to lick my grandson. That's all he does. He's clean, Chong. Put his balls down. He's playing with his toys. Anyways, yeah. So a lot of this energy is like that. I feel that this person messed around so much. And when I say so much, he messed around so much with destiny and people that he had to be eliminated. But I'm not saying this person's energy actually died, because they did not. They are still here, but they are being denied access to what they want the most. And overthrown comes over here. Whoever's in your energy was overthrown by destiny. God took them off their pedestal, guys. God took them off the pedestal. And then I've been shuffling and it's coming out again. Parallel parking. He's not doing that no more. No, he is not. He's not doing any parallel parking. He is play all day is all dead. Then we got follow the light. They are not following on the light, so God is reaping judgment on them. Stop! So God is reaping judgment on them. And then we got clarity again through stillness, guys. They're getting clarity from being still. It is what they're getting. I'm going to change that. Stop jumping around. Stop. I cannot wait till my son gets back from Florida, y'all. I cannot wait. It's been nonstop here. Nonstop. And this child has been wreaking havoc everywhere with his parents being gone. I cannot have a peaceful reading. I turned down the TV from all his little things, and this is what I get. But yeah, your person that's in your mind, he is getting judgment. Judgment he is getting, guys. Do not fret about that. He's not seeing better days. Do not do that either. This child makes it hard for me to do anything. I tell you. But anyways, but yeah. The person on your mind is under judgment. And I told you to stop. Yeah, and this, I think he's almost like my grandson. In a lot of ways, guys. In a lot of ways, I think he's like My grandson, you told him to stop and he did not stop. And for some of you, there was unsent text. Unsent text. Maybe you or them. Maybe you just, you didn't know what to think. And you broke a toxic cycle. This was a karmic cycle with this person. I told you to stop. Don't even do it. You broke a karmic cycle, guys. And this person or you are not detached. I said give it to me if you're going to keep doing it. Give it to me. Give it to me then. Hang on, guys. Okay, I'm still continuing this reading. I'm probably going to have to put it on my Google because my grandson would not stop crying. Because he expected me to coddle him. And I think that has a lot to do with this energy also. Is this person wanted you guys to coddle them. Wanted you guys to, for some of you, wanted you to, I don't know, go along with their narrative is coming to my head. Going along with the narrative. And we got some sideways cards. There's two people. This person wonders how you feel. So some of these people have two lovers. And then I got another sideways card. Professional binge watcher. They're watching two lovers right now. I feel like this person was dumped by a third party, y'all. Then I'm getting a poker face. They had a poker face going with two women. That is what I'm picking up. And then this one's fanning out. Ignore. They are not ignoring you. No longer. And they don't want to ignore you no longer. And it says, don't look at me. Avoiding eye contact. Some of these people are hiding because of some of their actions. It's crazy, this reading. And then we have love blocks. Alright, some of them, they know that if they come back, they done too much. How you gonna come back when you got another person pregnant? For some of you, I feel it's a pregnancy. And it says, be the brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be. This is what you're told to do. You are told that is what you're told to do. Be a brave and authentic soul. Yeah. I don't know. Be like that lady, you know? If you went through hard times, that's what I would do. Just literally, that's what I would do. I would just do what she did, you know? Kind of go with the flow. I mean, obviously no one in this day and age is gonna do like was done to her where she had to marry him or her family would have been outed, but we're not in those kind of times. But maybe you were outed in a different way. So you just kind of went where destiny took you. And that's okay. It's alright to do that. Alright, we got receive. They're not going to receive any blessings from the action that was taken between these two women. Then we got let it go. You're being called forth to let this energy go. Let it go. It's not serving your greater good. Shadow work. If you guys haven't started your shadow work, I always say do your shadow work, but this just came out as I shuffled and did this, okay? Do your shadow work. Face your inner demons. You face your inner demons, and if you can face your own inner demons, know what? It doesn't matter what anybody does to you. It won't bother you. It can't. Nothing can bother you if you already know your wounds. You already know your own attachments. If you already yourself know your own attachments and know your own capabilities or all your capabilities, there is no one on this earth that can bother you. If you already know that it embarrasses you, I don't know, when people mention your hair or how your butt looks or whatever. I'm just using that as an example, guys. I'm not saying that's what's going on. Maybe there's a part of you don't think is perfect. But, or let's say your father and mom kind of abandoned you at a young age. And you felt insecure because you think everybody's leaving you. If you address that in your shadow work, somebody leaving you now is not going to bother you. It's not. I promise you. And then we have heartbreak. They are going to receive heartbreak, but you have to let it go. If you do not let this person go, you're getting heartbreak. And then we have, in the moment, I didn't care. And that's in the backwards. So in the moment, they did care. They did care in the moment, but I don't know about now. It says resolution. They want to resolve things with you, but you gotta heal yourself and love yourself where you can love one another or another person. And then we got higher vibrations. You or them are at a lower vibration. You're at this unhealed place. You're in some of you guys, you or the other person are unhinged. And then opposites alignment. All right, some of you are now in alignment because you're not opposite no more. But things still got to be resolved, and you got to make sure you heal. And then somebody didn't get this wake-up call for some of you. For some of you, some people just didn't get that wake-up call. All right, then we got natural disaster. This is the Tower card in this here. All right, the Tower has not hit some people. It's about to. But the Tower card is out there, guys. The Tower card is out there. And then we have... What is this one? Post-breakup main character. Alright, this came in reverse too. There's going to be a post-breakup thing. If it hasn't hit some of you guys, the Tower's hitting, and there's going to be some kind of breakup. There will be one. And then there's Shards of Love. And this is about past emotions and thinking of all the shreds of love that was there that's not. What's once was, but it's not there anymore. You're living in the future, folks. We're not living in the past. We're not living on a timeline for anything else. We're living on this timeline. In this dimension. And in this dimension, this is what is going on. In this dimension, guys. So, just keep that here. You got new adventures coming for you. You do. You have 2 new adventures coming. And then we got a call. You got a wake up. There's a wake up and a signal. The signal is going to come. There's going to be a bell that comes to wake you up and show you your path. Okay? So the road of redemption. And you are being seen by the divine. You are being seen by the divine. Okay? But you're going too fast. Somebody needs to slow down. Slow down. Whatever's going on, you're going too fast with something, and you gotta let things go out. And then someone in here is being needy. You have to learn to live within yourself and live within stillness. You gotta live within your own stillness. because it's a part of being a sovereign being, guys. It honestly is. To be sovereign, you must be the boss of your own self. So when things go down, things are bad, that's it. I mean, healing is supposed to be progress. It's supposed to be something that heals you personally and you learn from it. But if somebody's always doing something for you, how are you ever going to learn how to do anything? I guess that's the thing. How are you ever going to learn to do anything if you don't do that? I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I'm not even trying to be mean. That's just what the information that's coming to me, guys. I don't candy coat anything. If you follow me, I tell you the truth. I was being needy at one point. I absolutely was. These shiny cards drive me nuts. I can't even see half of these shiny cards. Is there any more shiny cards in here? It puts a glare on my glasses. If there's any readers that's watching me, watch these shiny cards, y'all. Watch the shiny cards, especially if you wear glasses. Alright, anyways. I know I watch other readers, so I know there has to be some readers watching me. And that's just fine. I'm not in competition with anybody but myself. I feel like this is the energy also, is this person was always in competition with people. Just like that king was in competition. He never really wanted to commit, but he wanted to get everyone pregnant. These stories come to my head. I'm trying to save up to get my book published, guys. I'm a writer, so messages from the divine come in stories to me, and they're always just like these campfire stories. That's how God talks to me, through campfire stories. This is the relationship me and God have, okay? Alright, well, we're gonna leave the deck just like this. Okay, this is the root of your problem right here. We're gonna do that. This is like a book here. This is how I look at it. We have Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. New financial opportunity. Through all this, you're going to have a new financial opportunity. That you will have, okay? Just be patient. Alright, the middle, this is what you're in, and then I got the end and the beginning right here. It's just, God has me do this. And Queen of Swords in reverse. Cold-hearted, gossiping, and harsh. You got a Queen of Swords in your midst right now, and this could be a man or a woman, guys. It could literally be a man or a woman. So take it as it resonates. It can literally be a both. So, oh my God, this one's coming in sideways. So this means they played both sides with this one. Alright. This here is progress and expansion. Your hard work is going to pay off. Alright. You got hard work and expansion of whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, okay? It literally came in sideways, so I'm reading the sideways meaning. That's the heart of what's going on right now. And then we'll get Five of Cups. You're in Five of Cups. You're depressed. You have disappointments. Your mind's in the past. But you know what? You're human. You are human. You're in the Five of Cups. It's okay. It just hang in there. It'll get better. Alright. And then let's get 3 cards for closing this out, guys. Alright. We got King of Swords in reverse. This is your end result. Alright, King of Swords.
Ouchie.
Somebody that once had authority does not in your life. That is for the future. Okay? And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse, and the short meaning of this is nostalgia. Alright, they don't feel any nostalgia for the past. They just... that's it. And then your Ace of Wands, all their new opportunities are gone. So if someone really feels that way, why give them the power to hurt you anymore? And you'll know if this is you because you're going to feel it in your gut. This may not be your reading. I mean, I know this is not my reading, so this could be not your reading. If you feel this is your reading, and you've resonated with this, just know you're not alone. Just know that life will get better, and things are going to get better. Even if the times were hard, life will get better. And I'm going to have to put together both of these videos. Maybe I'll have to do a YouTube create. I don't know. But I love y'all. And I will see you on the next one. I'm going to just call this the tale of the promiscuous king. And just see if you resonated with the story and all that. And if you did, this is your reading. And if you didn't, you know, I will listen to readings that aren't my readings all the time, y'all. I do. Because, I mean, I look up to my mentors. I do. I'm not copying no one, but I look up to my mentors. Because sometimes it is my reading. So, I mean, but I like tarot. And just on the offshoot, they are reporting my energy. I like to know if it's my energy because I like to know ahead of time what is going on in my life. And I believe in tarot. This is why I'm doing this. So, anyways, if you like this video, I don't know. I literally have no one to share people's videos with, or I would, but I guess subscribe and share. Even if you just subscribed, I'd be happy. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.